You know, a guiding principle would be employees as well as equipment. You got to have quality people, quality equipment. I'm a big believer in you get what you pay for and you get what you invest in. We keep buying Vermeer equipment because it's easy to obtain. And the price points are good, the service is good, and the parts availability is good. Started out with one Vermeer chipper, and through the years we've added and combined from multiple different arenas of Vermeer equipment. And now we own several dozens of pieces of Vermeer equipment. My name's Chad Hansen. I'm the president of Hansen's Tree Service. Ultimately, I'm in charge of the direction of our company and making sure we are employing the right resources to the right people and getting the job done. Hansen started in 1989 by my father. Started out originally as kind of a part-time job. He's doing it on the weekends to make ends meet, and ultimately kind of fell into it as a full-time position in the early 90s. We started out doing residential tree care and kind of morphed into many different avenues about a decade in. Now we do commercial residential tree care, green waste recycling, land clearing for development. Some of the most recent pieces we've purchased are Vermeer mini skid, several brush chippers, stump cutters, as well as horizontal grinders.
They run day in and day out. We have a tendency of running them 10, 12, 14 years. We've been growing since I've been here, and replacing isn't as important sometimes as adding.
The HD 6800 has been great. The thing is highly productive and fairly fuel efficient as compared to some of the other machines on the market. It allowed us to, kind of expand off of our own sites and go after more of what we call contract grinding. So outside of our own yards. In the clearing and construction world, people expect you to perform. When you come on site and say you're going to be there to take care of their trees, you better be there. That 6800's allowed us to do that. We've performed well with it, and it goes to work every day.
With the size of it, it's a little bit skinnier. It has the dolly system that makes it a little mobile, a little easier to get in on jobs. When it's out on the job, it's really fuel efficient, which makes a big difference.
We get, I'd estimate around 500 to 600 yards per hour on what we call our primary grind. Large logs and brush, it flies through pretty quick. We've used pretty much every brand out there, every competitor out there. The primary reason we keep coming back to the yellow iron is for service and parts availability. We kind of like to have a guy, the guy as we refer to. Being able to call a single person that's the expert on that particular machine is fantastic. You can just pick up the phone and make a call to their cell and they answer. That's not very common with a lot of manufacturers.
I think it's very important for a customer to have a go-to guy. A lot of these shops have multiple people in place, but they're hard to get a hold of sometimes. They need to have someone that they can call.
Every minute matters, so being able to get a quick answer is what keeps us going.
It's very important to get their machines back up and going, and I jump into action as soon as I get the call and do whatever I got to do to get them back up online.
We've been in a couple tricky situations out on job sites. We were on a large clearing job about 100 miles from our main shop and had an issue with one of the tensioners on our 6800.
They had the machine go down out in Columbia. Mike, the operator, reached out to me, so I immediately called my service tech and said, hey, they are down, where are you at? He actually even had the parts on his truck, called me at, I believe, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they were back up and running before noon the next day.
They've been able to keep us going when others couldn't, and their machines perform. Keeps us coming back. My name is Chad Hansen, and Vermeer gives us more.